What's going on, guys? K-Dub here with another episode of Crypto Zombie. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having an awesome day today. Now, we had the CPI data come in. It is showing that inflation is coming down. Now, it is still technically high at 6%, but that was what was expected. It was 6.4. Today, we had 6%. You saw Bitcoin leading the rally before the stocks even opened. Stock market up a little bit, but there's a few things we need to talk about because Bitcoin did just hit a very, very important level. There's something extremely bullish that I'm looking at right now, but there's also something a bit concerning. So without wasting any time, guys, we're going to dive in super quick. If you like these shorter, quicker updates, let me know. Drop a comment below. YouTube doesn't really like these short crypto updates, so we'll help get this out to a lot of people. Let's dive in. Let's have a look. So you guys can see right here that the CPI data came out this morning. We did have the S&P futures pumping, although just want to point out that this did actually get held down by this resistance, but keep in mind that is the futures. Nevertheless, Bitcoin went absolutely buck wild on that news. We got all the way up here to about $26,600. Now, once again, I cannot stress what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful technical bounce Bitcoin had, not only off this coinciding horizontal, but also this diagonal as well. And you can see right here, boom, we had that bounce. Beautiful, over 20% move from that area. And, you might be asking yourself, well, why is Bitcoin kind of stopping here? It seems like it's in no man's land. Well, you can see that we did have this little tail wick right here from this Terra Luna crash, which is kind of holding us down. But actually, if we come over here specifically, we are just getting above this 200 weekly moving average. Now, of course, we did have that little fake out back here, but remember that ultimately in the past, this was always the bottom of all of the bear markets. And currently, we've seen Bitcoin below this level for quite some time. We've actually been below it since June 22nd, only popping above it just a little bit. I believe that if we can actually hold above this 200 weekly, that this would be very, very critical for the Bitcoin price, right? Again, remember we were talking about that area. It's kind of that box sort of between that, 21 to 23 area that we have up here. And, you could see that we absolutely blew through that. So basically what we're doing ultimately is putting in these sort of, we have this pivot here, right? We come up, we retest it, we go, right? Then we have this one right here. What do? We go, we have a little fake out, acted as resistance, and then boom. And now we're on our third as well, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin, attempted to shoot all the way up to maybe even 28,650 before having that retest, right? But of course, we do have to stay above these critical levels. But one thing that when we were talking about that, triple threat, right? Well, we had this downward sloping trend right here, and currently Bitcoin is above it. We also had this horizontal level right here, right? Currently, Bitcoin is above it. And going back all the way to here, looking at the 200 weekly, currently, yes, my friends, Bitcoin is in fact above it. So this is pretty good on the short term. Of course, anything can happen. This is the weekly candle. It is only Tuesday. It's only the beginning of the week. So there's a lot of time left for a lot of things to happen to this candle. But as you guys can see right here, this was the area. Once we got above this sort of 25,169, I knew as we were approaching this top that was time to take that profit. And we did have a swing trade open on spot. So you can actually see down here, this was a limit order mark price around 25,846. And we were able to get 3 Bitcoin on that. So that was a very, very good trade. And the reason for that, and obviously, every time I say that, people think I'm selling my Bitcoin. I'm not. That's just a swing trade. But as you guys can see right here, it was very, very obvious that we were going to have some form of a pullback, and we currently did. But as I said, closing above right here between 25,100 to 25,300, I think could be very, very good for Bitcoin. And, maybe eventually we end up breaking out of this channel. So really, this right here, you could argue was just a giant fake out, right? So of course, if you guys do want to learn how to trade, make sure you check out the tutorial popping up above. There's over $56,000 in bonuses. And, if you are looking for more of that confirmation, well, down here, we do in fact have, some of this money flow looking like it might want to come back into the green on the weekly. And yeah, basically we're looking for, we've already technically had our anchor and our trigger right here, right? But, you could also say that we might be putting in something else. Now, just to point out one thing though, one super kind of worrisome thing. And, obviously guys, I don't want to like freak anybody out here, but just to show a few similarities super quick, I just want to point this out. Say we have this right here. So, we have this top and then this crazy dip, right? And that dip from there, from top to here, was like 50%, right? And then we came up here and we actually put in a higher high, right? This high right here is higher than this high right here, right? And then what ended up happening? Fake out to the downside. Now, obviously this is a different scenario. This was coming off of an up move. This is coming off of a down move, right? So they're not exactly the same, but you do have to sometimes look at these fractals and you wonder if the whales are going to try to play the game the same way. You do have this, upwards, or excuse me, you do have this higher level here, and then we kind of fall down here. And, what is that from top to bottom? That is only about 40%, but still, 40 to 50%. And then we're putting in this higher high. So, you just got to be careful that we don't have another fake out kind of, distribution like we did down here. But the only thing is I would consider at these levels, this would probably be more of an accumulation rather than a distribution. But of course, you don't want to assume that. You want to always let the charts tell you what to do.
So that's it for me, guys. Like I said, super quick update. Just wanted to go over the price action. Obviously, that was the most exciting thing of the day. We know what's been going on with the crypto contagion and the banks and obviously the Fed. We all, this is something we're all factoring into this scenario, but nevertheless, it is nice to see the Bitcoin bulls pulling ahead today. We're not quite out of the woods just yet, but we'll take that small victory for what it is. So thanks again, guys. Hope you are enjoying your day. It is crazy. It's snowing over here where I am. I'm just completely snowed in, having some cabin fever today, but get subscribed, stick around. And if you guys do want to learn how to trade, of course, check out the tutorial popping up right here, right now for a decentralized experience over on Apex, which I do highly recommend if you're looking to trade responsibly, profitably, and also privately and safely. So that's it for me, guys. You rock. I'll talk to you later. Until next time, stay crypto. And of course, peace out.